Hey everyone, this is Russell Brunson. I want to welcome you to Affiliate Bootcamp. This is part 2.0, red light, green light traffic. Real quick before we get started, I want to make sure you guys can all hear me. If you can hear me, please go to the question box and say, yes, Russell, we can hear you. Awesome, we got people from UK, from all over. Cool. All right, you guys excited for today? I am very excited. We've got a lot of you guys on the line. It's going to be awesome. So, really quick, some things before we get started, some housekeeping, just so that you guys all have this. I just, this afternoon, finished up the PDF handout for this event, so if you don't have it yet, let me show you where you can get it. All you have to do is go to affiliateBootcamp.com/redgreen123.html. Let me make that big so you can all see it there. There you go. If you go to that page right here, that'll take you to this page just down here behind me, and right there it says download the PDF workbook. You click there, and boom, you'll have the handouts for today. There you go. I was actually here at the office till midnight last night finishing these up. I want to make sure they're perfect for you guys and make sure we had a really good guide to kind of guide us along the next couple hours. We did this last time we did Affiliate Bootcamp, and we did 1.0, and we talked about golden sequence. We had a handout. People really loved it. Because it gave them something to take notes on, they kind of follow along. So decided to do that again this time around. So again, if you don't have it yet, just go to affiliatebootcamp.com/redgreen123.html. I'll take the page right here. And this is also the page we'll have the replay on, so you might want to bookmark this page. We'll have the replay up here either by this weekend or by Monday, depending on how quick we get the replay back. And so that's kind of game plan. So again, there's the PDF workbook. And let me see, I think I got it open. I'm going to open again, just in case I don't have it. Okay, it's downloading for me. So that's the workbook. And again, the workbook we're going to be going through today. For those who were not on this webinar last time we did an Affiliate Bootcamp webinar, basically we're going to go till I'm done. It may be an hour, maybe 5 hours. Who knows? Last time I had planned, I think I planned 2 hours. It ended up going 4 hours. So, yeah, so I have no idea how long this will go, but it's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to learn a lot. I'm going to attempt to not talk fast, but when I get excited, I get really start talking really fast, as some of you guys know. So I apologize in advance for that. That's why we do have the replay, so you can go back and you can watch the replay. Let me see. For some reason, it's taking forever to load this way. Let me just go back to Bootcamp. Let me just open this in a new window really quick. See, my internet's going really slow today. Probably because we're on the webinar. We got a ton of you guys on here. Okay, so someone asked for the URL again. It's affiliatebootcamp.com/redgreen123.html. Okay, this is the page right here. So open that new tab. That way it'll load behind the scenes. Now, a couple of things. At the end of the webinar, if you have a great time, I would ask you come leave an audio testimonial so we can let those people who didn't show up, who missed out, know how great it was. And then, again, at the end of this webinar, the way this whole thing works is basically you're putting me on trial to see if what I teach is any good. If it's awesome, you do nothing. We bill you the $47 or $97, depending if you're watching this live or through replay. If it sucks and you're like, Russell, I got no value out of that whatsoever, it was the biggest waste of my time, you just click on this button right here. It'll take you to ClickBank where you can ask them to cancel your order. But hopefully you guys will have an amazing experience over the next few hours, and it'll change your life and change your business. That's my goal as always. Last time we had less than 10% of the people cancel, which means 90-some-odd% thought the webinar was amazing, it was worth every second of their time. So anyway, that's my goal today, is to over-deliver as much as I can again and give you guys an awesome experience. So again, here's what the handouts look like. Again, if you don't have it yet, just go to, here's one last time, affiliatebootcamp.com/redgreen123.html. That's the link. You go there and you'll be able to download this PDF. I recommend printing it out. And boom, this is what we're going to be going through today. All right, so you guys ready to rock and roll? You got your pad and paper and everything out? Oh yeah, it's good call. Someone want me to put the URL in the chat box here. Let me do that. Boom, I sent that to all you guys. You should have it now. David said, what was the problem with people canceled it? It was just freaking awesome. Thanks. Love it. Okay. Well, today is step 2 in this process. So if you go into the handouts, I got it here right in front of me as well to make sure I stay on target as much as possible. The very first thing is kind of recapping the golden sequence. Okay, again, these affiliate boot camps, they kind of build upon each other. Last module was the golden sequence. It was very important. If you missed that, I recommend going back and signing up for that one because it's kind of the groundwork. You don't have to have a golden sequence in place. The strategies I'm showing you today will work for any website, any business. But if you are using a golden sequence, you're going to see just, some amazing results. I've already got testimonials from tons of you guys who implemented the golden sequence already. One guy on Facebook already showed me how it is for sale from it. Like a lot of you guys are doing that, which I recommend. Like it works. It works great. We're in the process of building a ton of them out right now because it works so good. So if you haven't gone through the golden sequence training, I recommend going to affiliatebootcamp.com and signing up for it because it's 4 hours. It was the precursor to this webinar, and you'll learn a ton. Now in the future, I'm going to keep doing affiliate boot camps. I know I've got 2 more that I know I'm going to be teaching for sure, and we may go beyond that depending on if I see something that makes a lot of sense. So if you guys like this, again, like I said, there'll be at least 2 more affiliate boot camps in the future. The next one probably won't be for over a month. It might even be 2 months because I'm gone most of July and August. But I wanted to get this one out now because I think there's just some really valuable, important points that a lot of you guys who are building your golden sequence now are asking, like, what's the next step in traffic? We've been focusing on solo ads like you taught. What's step 2? What's the next logical thing? And so I want to show you guys some really cool stuff, and that's the whole point of this module today. Okay. So again, here's kind of a recap of what the golden sequence is for those who missed the webinar. Basically, what we do is we set up a very simple website. And the one I showed you guys as an example was goldsilversecrets.com. There's the page. And I'm going to be building today. I'm going to be showing you guys based off of goldsilversecrets.com. So you guys will have a chance to kind of see the whole process there. So there's goldsilversecrets.com/go is my squeeze page, right? You guys all know what squeeze pages look like. Basically, there's going to be a little block here. They put their email in, and then a little block here where they click submit, and then boom, it adds them to a follow-up series, right? And then what happens is that we have our PO. Who remembers what PO stands for? If you remember what PO stands for, plug it in here in the question box. Yes, primary offer. You guys paid attention. Okay, so we have our primary offer right here. So we have our primary offer right here. And since somebody subscribes, then I send them 3 to 5 emails promoting my primary offer. Okay? And I talked to you guys about how to structure the emails, how to set the whole thing. Then I have my secondary offers, and I could have multiple. So our secondary offer, our other secondary offers, multiple different offers, right? And we come back through and spend 3 to 5 emails focusing on each of those. That's kind of the golden sequence. I showed you guys how we use the blog to create these messages. I showed you guys just a ton. I mean, we spent 4 hours, so obviously I couldn't cover it all in one day. And so then we started focusing on buying solo ads to start filling in this funnel, start getting people to join the list. After they join the list right here, they start going through the sequence, and we make some money right here. We make some money right here. We make some money right here. We start just kind of profiting and building this list. Okay, and so that's kind of what we talked about during the last webinar. And I think most of you guys loved it. A lot of you guys I see are repeat, so it means you saw enough value last time, you want around to, you want some more stuff. So that is awesome. Okay, so let me kind of show you the overall concept of what we're going to be talking about today because it feeds off of that. Okay, so again we have here in the middle here is our golden sequence page. Okay, I'll put a big GS, golden sequence. Okay. Now, again, we talked a lot about driving traffic through solo ads last time. Now we're going to be talking about how to drive traffic through what I call red light, green light SEO. Okay. And so what we do is there are SEO strategies that you will do to your golden sequence site, and I'll talk about that. But there's also other strategies we want to do where we create something called feeder sites. Okay. And what feeder sites are these little sites that are around your golden sequence site that are focused on specific keywords or just specific things, and again, I'll show you guys those here. We'll walk through this in excruciating detail. These are your feeder sites. So these are your FS feeder sites, and these feeder sites we set them up in a certain way, and the goal of these feeder sites is to drive people back into your golden sequence. Okay, so that's kind of what these are. Your FSs, your feeder sites. Now, I'm actually going to be showing you guys, we're going to build out an entire feeder site here. So actually, we'll kind of build out 2 or 3 of them because you'll see different ways. Because one of these feeder sites may be a new website that you go and create. One of them might be a YouTube video. Okay, it could be a YouTube video. One of them may be, it may be on like a Squidoo lens, or there's a bunch of different ways, okay? So there's different ways to these feeder sites, and we'll walk through that. But this, I just want you guys to understand the concept of how this whole thing works. So we have these different feeder sites. They're all going to be driving people back to the golden sequence, okay? And again, all these driving traffic, they come here, they join the list, and boom, now they're in the golden sequence. Now we're making money off them, okay? So that's the first thing. Now, all of these pages we're creating right here, we're going to create these using a strategy that I call green light SEO. Green light. Okay, that's all these kind of feeder sites right here are all green light strategies. Okay, then there's going to be a separate kind of site out here where we find other people's sites. Okay, and these sites are not ours, but they're sites that are getting a lot of traffic, sites that we wish we were on. Okay, and we're going to use these as feeder sites as well, driving people back into our golden sequence. Okay, now these red ones, like I said, these aren't our own sites. These are other people's sites that we're going to be buying traffic from, and I call that our red light strategy. Okay, so again, that's just kind of the two overall concepts we'll be covering today: green light and red light, and how they all work. And again, there's different strategies based on each of them, and we're going to break this thing down into excruciating detail. But I wanted you guys to kind of see this whole thing, so you could see kind of the overall concept, and we'll start breaking down and building out each of these pieces one at a time. Cool? All right, someone just asked me if we bought solo ads for the golden sequence site we did last time. Yes, we bought a lot of solo ads for it. It's doing fantastic. I've gotten a handful of people to join Numis, my network marketing opportunity. We sold a whole bunch of what's it called? EVG, what's called the elevation groups, a bunch of elevation groups. We sold a ton of Preston's Gold, the Gold video product. So it's working great. And now we're in the process now of building out this other stuff. Okay, when I talk about traffic with people, there's kind of two core strategies that we always talk about. And a lot of people get this confused because there's so much stuff happening online, right? So down here I'm going to map out the two core strategies so you kind of see it. Okay, the first strategy is what most people, when you think about internet marketing, you think of. Okay, you go out there and you do a product launch, or you buy some emails and you get a whole big surge of traffic like this. Then a lot of times it dies back down unless you keep buying traffic and things like that, right? But that's usually like either a launch type model or buying, renting email ads, things like that. You get a big reward really, really quickly, so it motivates you, gets you excited, you see some cash. And that's why when I teach most of my students, I focus on do solo ads, because I need you guys getting, you need that little fix of cash. You need to make some money, because if you get that, you're going to be 1,000 times more happy. Okay, but then there's a secondary strategy that's a lot slower, not slower, well, yeah, slower than solo ads. Takes a little longer, but long term it's 10 times more rewarding. And that's more of an organic strategy where it goes like this. It starts slower like this, and it starts growing, and then somewhere in here it starts going like this, and then ends up way over here. Okay, so the highs end up being a lot higher than the highs over here, but it takes a little bit longer to get there. Okay, and so because of that, a lot of people get bored, they fall away, and they just give up. And I don't want you guys being those kind of people. Okay, the rewards from doing what we're talking about today far outweigh any product launch you can ever do in a million years. Okay, if you notice we haven't launched a product in our business for a long, long time, it's because we're focusing all on these kind of things, and the rewards are so much better. It just takes a little longer to do, but it's very simple. It's very systematic. It's not a difficult thing. It's something that I'm going to teach you guys the process today. You'll learn it, and then I'm going to show you guys how to create a system that you can go and you can give to any outsourced worker. In fact, we've got people in the Philippines right now who do this for us, and they do a great job of it. And something that after you learn the model, you can go and definitely outsource it to somebody else. Okay, so that's kind of the game plan today. Is how do we focus on this long-term traffic? The traffic, we do a little bit of work right now, but then in a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, it's going to keep paying us, and we never have to buy more traffic. We never have to buy more solo ads. It's just this long-term thing that keeps growing. Does that sound good, you guys? Does that get most of you guys excited? Okay, that's the kind of traffic that I really want to do. So, okay. All right. Someone says the last webinar recorded somewhere. Yeah, if you're part of the webinar last time, it's back in the members area. If you don't have that, if you signed up for it and you don't have it, just if you look back in your emails for the ClickBank receipt, the links will take you right to the download page. Someone also asked if, yes, the replay for this one will be posted on affiliatebootcamp.com/redgreen123.html. Okay. So I'm going to ask you a question. Will Google ever affect us with all of this? Yes, they will. They will try their hardest to always change things. But there are core strategies that work. Google's going to change things. As long as you understand the core strategies, you're going to be fine. Recently, there was a big Panda update, or excuse me, the Penguin update. People were freaking out. And you had to make a couple tweaks, but it's not anything that's detrimental. So just understand, as you learn these things, these are the core concepts that's working today. This is also, I'm showing you guys right now, is working post-Panda, or excuse me, post-Penguin. And so, you know, it works. A lot of stuff doesn't have anything to do with Google. A lot of it has to do with other types of traffic. So, but just, I mean, we're in the internet. Things are always going to change. So this is the strategy works now. If it changes at all, we'll definitely update this video and show you guys the new tweaks. But I wouldn't be too concerned because it's not just one core. I'm not teaching you guys one trick. I'm teaching you the overall strategy. And when you understand the overall strategy, there are things that Google can affect no matter what. There are little pieces they can play with. They may come back and say, okay, this feeder site right here you created, we're gonna do something to, and they may drop one of them. But if you've done this the correct way, the way I'm teaching you, where you've got feeder sites on multiple different things, you're driving traffic in a lot of ways, the overall, you know, the sum of the parts, you're not gonna have any issues with. So good questions. Okay, someone said if you weren't past part of the last webinar, can you still access it? Yes, all you have to do is go to affiliatebootcamp.com. In fact, I'll show you that real quick. Go to affiliatebootcamp.com. You'll see, first off, my favorite video I've ever made. Do you guys like that video? If you'd like to, go share it, go tweet it, because that's awesome. So this is the training we're doing right now. Down here, this was the last training, and you can get the replay down here below. And again, all future ones will also be posting on this page as well, affiliatebootcamp.com. Okay, so now let's dive into this. You guys have kind of the overall concept. I'm going to shut the chat box for a minute so I can dive into this and just really start getting to all of the meat here. And then I'll open it between different sessions and see if you guys have questions and things like that, see if you get stuck. So that's the game plan. Okay, so again, last time, if you don't have the handouts yet, just go to affiliatebootcamp.com/redgreen123.html. That's this page right here. Click on the download the PDF workbook, and that little link right there will download the workbook that we're working off. Okay. Okay, so number one again is create your golden sequence. Number two now is finding your red light, green light keywords. Okay. Now my favorite tool is called Jaaxy, JAAXY.com. It's completely free to sign up. I think they have paid versions, but I've never paid for it. I just use the free one. It gives you like 50 new searches a month. So hopefully I remember my password. Let me get in here. And my favorite thing about Jaaxy is I'm not a huge techie guy. I'm not sure. Some of you guys obviously are. For me, I've never been like a big techie person, and so this one's nice because it gives me a red light and a green light. So I just make my whole strategy so I know what color it gives me. So look, see, I've never paid. I've got 153 free searches left, and every month that gets bigger. So I don't know how the whole thing works, but I get plenty of searches for me to do what I want to do. Okay, now if you guys remember, I'm gonna open this again. GoldSilverSecrets.com. This was a golden sequence that I built out for you guys during the last training. So you guys, have probably seen this before if you've been on it. But this is the money site. So if you come back here, that's my golden sequence site here in the middle. Okay, and so everything I'm going to do now is going to be based off of this site. Okay, so first thing I'm going to go to Jaaxy. I'm going to start looking for some keywords. And so the keyword I'm going to search for here is invest gold. Okay, it may take me a second. It takes a little while for it to go and find the keywords and look at stuff like that. Oh, that was actually pretty quick. Okay, now if you look over here, it's got a whole bunch of data, which is really exciting. And you guys will start getting used to this. You're gonna love this site. But it gives you a whole bunch. It gives you the keyword you look for, and it gives you a whole bunch of other ones that are very similar. And then if you come over on the left-hand side, can you see this says related keywords? This gives you tons of ideas of things you never really think about. You click on one of those, and it'll give you a whole list based on those. Okay. So for right now, I'm just going to look at this list of keywords it gave me right here. Okay, so invest gold. Let's see if I can make this a little bigger so you guys can all see it pretty well. Okay, so invest gold here at the top. It's got 29,000 searches a month. It estimates if I was like on page one, I'd get about 5,000 clicks a month. I don't know what QSR means or KQI or any of these things. All I know is there's a big red light there. So red light means that's going to be a really, really hard domain for me or hard thing for me to rank for. So that's like, I wish I had that, but I don't. Now don't worry, I'm going to show you guys at the end of this training the red light. So if there's a red light like that down here, there's a whole strategy. But the strategy is not to go and create a domain based on that. So I'm not going to do invest gold. Then here's gold investments. It's got 11,000 searches a month. It says about 1,937 estimated traffic I'd get if I was on page one. Boom, though, it's got a red light, so I'm not going to try that one. investing gold, same thing, come down here, red light, gold investing, red light, and then boom, gold as investment. It's getting out 2,000 searches a month. It estimates to get out 475 clicks if I was on page 1, and it's got a green light. So that is one that I may want to go after. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open Notepad. So for whatever reason, I just love Notepad. So I'm going to start making a list of the keywords I want to go after. Okay, so this is one. This is the green light one, gold as investment. I'm going to put how many searches it has just so I kind of remember. So it's got 2,794 a month. Okay, so I'm just making a list for myself. You can here, investment gold. It's got 5,000 searches a month. It's got a yellow light, which yellow means it's going to be, it's not super easy, it's kind of difficult. So in the future, if I get better at this and I start like really understanding the system, I'll go after the yellow ones. But right now, I'm not going to because I just want to go for the low-hanging fruit. Okay, I start going through again, gold bullion investments. Again, it's got a green light. You know, start going through all these. Now, what I'm looking for, just so you guys know, there's a couple criteria points that I'm looking for. Okay, the first one is I want to make sure that I'm going after the right keyword, like a buyer keyword. Okay, so and this is something that's, it's not something that I can explain. I mean, I can explain it, but you have to kind of think on your own. So a buyer keyword, for example, if you went to Google and you type in gold, you know, what is that? You're looking, it could be gold rings, it could be gold diamonds, gold investments, it could be a million different things related to gold, right? So it's not really a buying keyword, it's just this random thing. So I want a keyword that someone's searching for if they want to buy a product. So if I'm selling a product about gold investments, what would someone be searching for? They might be searching for gold investments or how to invest in gold or things like that, okay? So the first thing is I want to make sure that these are words that potentially could be buyer keywords. That person's actually trying to buy something. Okay, what's the buyer intent? Okay, and so you kind of, when I look at these keywords, I look at it and I say, okay, gold bullion investment. Okay, is that the kind of person that I want? Yeah, that's probably the kind of person I want. They're looking to invest in gold bullion. Okay, that may be someone I'm looking for. Gold investment, you know, gold investing. You know, a lot of these are going to be good buyer keywords. You know, something over here like gold jewelry, if you look on the related keywords, says gold jewelry, that's not going to be the person I want. I don't want someone who wants to buy gold jewelry. That's not who I'm looking for. It's not the right buyer. Okay, but investing in gold is. So that's the first thing. Does that keyword have buyer intent? And you can just know that by kind of looking at it and thinking, does that sound like if someone's going to come to buy my product, would they be looking for that keyword? Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing I look for is I want to make sure it gets at least 1,000 searches a month. Okay, if it's under 1,000 searches a month, it's probably not worth my time and effort right now to go and build a whole site around it. Okay, now if it's above 1,000, that's like boom, that's a gold mine. Okay, so I'm gonna look through here. There's one keyword I found here that's like the sweet spot that I'm really excited about. And what's going to happen is all you guys on here are going to ruin it for me. I saw like 30 or 40 different gold, silver sites pop up after our last webinar. So I'm sure I'm going to destroy this keyword for myself. You guys are all going to go after it as well. But check this out. Here is, of all this right here, I found some gold in this. Okay, check out the gold that I found. This keyword right here says how to invest in gold. Check this out. 29,000 searches a month. Estimated traffic 5,035 clicks I would get if I was on page 1, and boom, it's a green light. Okay, there is my money keyword. Okay, and most niches are going to have one like that. One or two you can find that are just like pure gold. Like if you could pick any keyword, that would be it. Okay, because some types in how to invest in gold, guess what? That's a buyer keyword. How many searches? 29,000. That's way more than I even wanted. And it's a green light. So this is like a dream keyword. Okay, so that's my first best one. A couple other ones here. So this one right here, investing gold, silver. That one's got 2,800. That's actually a really good one. So I'm going to do that one as well. I'm going to put, let's see, what was it? It was investing gold, silver. So that one's got 2,894. So that one's awesome. How to invest in gold's got 29,617. Let me look through here some more. Invest in gold coins. Ooh, that's a good one for me, especially since I have Numis in one of my MLMs. 4,000 searches. That's another awesome one. So invest gold coins. 4121. That's an awesome one. Invest gold silver. So that one's got 908. So that one's close. So I may or may not go after. I may go after that kind of as a secondary page, but not as a core thing. So it's not quite high enough. This one right here, investing gold coins, so that one does have over 1,000, so that one is something I may go after. Okay. So anyway, I just want to kind of show you guys, that's how I do my keyword research. Okay, I'm looking for buyer intent keywords that are a green light that have over 1,000 searches a month. Those are the ones that like are just perfect, right? Those are the perfect keywords for me. So I have a list. Here's 3 that I'm going to focus on. Right? If I was doing this, I'd probably pick 3 for each feeder site I'm going to go after. So again, back here, I might pick 3 keywords for each feeder site. So right now, since I'm going to be building out a feeder site with you guys, I'm just going to pick these 3 keywords. Okay. So that's kind of the first thing. Okay, it's pretty simple, pretty easy. Again, Jaaxy is a free tool. You guys will love it. It's just jaaxy.com, jaaxy.com, and go in here. Now, every niche I go into, I probably do 20 or 30 searches in here trying to find those gold keywords. Sometimes I'm going to pull this up and there's not going to be any in here that are like gold. So I got to dig deeper. Maybe I'm going to come down here to how to invest in gold and click on that, and it'll dig deeper now. It'll try to find more keywords related to that. And it'll try to find other things. And it takes a little while sometimes to find the gold, but after you've done it once or twice, you can find it. Okay, this one was easy for me to find because I actually found this last night ahead of time. I did my homework, so I wouldn't look stupid on the webinar, and that's why I found this keyword. Okay. In fact, if you go to the handouts, you'll know that I did my homework because, boom, there's the exact same screenshot of what we just did. Okay, that's step number 2 there. Okay, again, for those who are just tuning in right now, if you don't have this handout, just go to affiliatebootcamp.com/redgreen123.html. You can download the PDF handout for today. Okay, so let me come back here. So there's Jaaxy. It's still loading. It'll take a little bit longer, but you guys get the gist. Okay, so that's the first thing, is finding the right keywords. So I picked out 3 here. Now the second thing is I need to create a page. So if you come back here to the handout, step number 3 now. It says step number 3 is creating pages. Now there's a lot of different types of pages that I can create. Okay, I showed you guys back here before. One of them may be a video on YouTube. One of them may be a blog on my, a blog post on my own blog. One may be setting up a whole new website. There's a lot of different ones in here. So if you go back to handout, again, there's a couple of them. Number 1 is creating a new keyword-rich domain. I'm going to walk you guys through that here in a second. Number 2 is making a post on your existing blog on your Golden Sequence site. Okay. Number 3 is a YouTube video. I'm going to show you guys how we do that one really quickly. And there's a lot of other places. You can create a page on Craigslist, a page on articlebase.com, squidoo.com, easyarticles.com, hubpages.com, usfreeads.com, buzzle.com, GoArticles. There's a ton of places you can create pages on, but you just need to create at least 1 page. So I'm going to show you guys how to do 2 different. I'll do 2 different pages with you guys right now. I'm going to do a YouTube video, and I'm going to do creating a whole domain from scratch. So I'm going to show you guys those 2 things really quick. Okay, but again, the other ones you can do just as well. Just go to any of the sites here in the handout, and just go and walk through the site. They're all very simple. You create a page on any one of these sites, and it works very, very easily. Okay, and some people are asking, like, why would you want a whole bunch of different pages? Let me show you why you want a bunch of different pages. Okay, have you ever been to Google before? And you type in a keyword. So boom, you come here and you type in your keyword, and you see the 10 results, right? So you got dude that's number 1, dude that's number 2, the lady that's number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now obviously you want to get to the number 1 spot, right? There's only one thing that's better than being at the number 1 spot. Can you guess what that is? The thing that's better is being at all of the spots or multiple spots. Okay. So my goal is for the keyword, like for example, my keyword, how to invest in gold. My goal is not just to be number 1. My goal obviously is to be number 1. I want to be number 1 right. Right here, I want this to be my Golden Sequence page, but then I'm going to create a whole separate site. I want that one to show up here. I want my YouTube video to show up right here. I want my Squidoo lens to show up right here. I want to dominate as much of this home page as possible. Okay, so if I create 1 page, my mouse just jumped on that one. If I create 1 page, I can go and I can dominate one site. If I create multiple pages, I can dominate multiple different listings on that page in Google. Does that make sense, you guys? So that's the reason why. To get started, if you're overwhelmed at all, or if this is your first time, just create 1 page. Okay? And again, create the one that's most easy for you, the one that's most exciting for you. And then for those of you guys who get more into this and get excited, then create multiple pages. Create 2 or 3 and follow the exact same linking process I'll show you. But keep doing that, and it'll keep increasing. You keep getting more and more pages on there. Because I think when they do the stats, I don't know off the top of my head, but it's something like the first dude here gets like 70% of the traffic. The second one gets like 10%, and then 5%, and then it's like 2, all these other things, right? So obviously, I want as much of that traffic as possible, so I'm going to try to rank multiple pages. So that's why we create multiple different pages. Okay, so it's pretty simple there. Okay, so let me jump back over here. So there's some other places again to do it, but I'm going to show you guys a couple ways that we do it. Okay, Okay, so the first one I'm going to show you is how to create a brand new domain from scratch. So what I use is I like to use Jaxi here because one of the cool things about Jaxi that they'll do, if you find out, okay, how to invest in gold is the keyword that I want to go after, they have a little tab right here that says domain search. It says find domain. If I click on that, you'll actually go and find a bunch of domains that have those keywords in it. Okay, so howtoinvestingold.com, not available, not available, not available, but hey, this one's available, and this one's available. And if it's available, it'll let you go and actually buy them. Okay. Now, one thing I do want to kind of put out there. This used to be a lot more important than it is today. Okay. Even a month and a half ago, having your keywords in your domain was really, really important. With Google's new update, the new Penguin update, that's one of the things they kind of knocked back score on. So it's not as important today as it used to be to have the exact keywords in your domain. Okay. So what that means is, a month and a half, 2 months ago, I wanted to make sure it had howtoinvestingold.com. I want to make sure I had that domain, or howtoinvestingold, something.com. Howtoinvestingold.secrets.com. I wanted to make sure I was in there. Today, that's not necessary for a feeder site anymore. Okay, because that's one of the things that Google just they stopped caring about. So you can still do it. In fact, I still do it just so I can remember what the feeder site's about, but it's not necessary. Okay, so for me, I went last night. I did my homework to make sure that everything was ready for you guys for this webinar. I did this process. I went and I bought howtoinvestingoldx.com. Okay, so boom. If you go to howtoinvestingoldx.com, this is the feeder site we're going to be creating today. Okay, now if you notice, I just have the keyword phrase I want, how to invest in gold, and then I have X there at the end because, again, 2 months ago you wanted the keywords in there. So it doesn't really matter. You guys go by how to invest in gold, secrets.com, how to invest in gold, whatever your niche site is. If it's social media, it doesn't really matter. Just buy a domain. Okay, that's the one I bought for our case study here. Okay, so this right here, this is the beginnings of one of my feeder sites. You guys are gonna have a chance to see this whole process in action. Okay, let me come back here. So, So again, the first step there was getting a keyword-rich domain. So you can get your domains anywhere you want. I showed you guys last time when I bought my domain. I go to enom.com to get your domains. But if you use Jaxi, like let's say it's howtoinvestingold.info, if I click on buy domain, I'm pretty sure they're going to sell me the domain right here. Oh yeah, they take you to GoDaddy. So you go to GoDaddy, you can buy it here. So you can buy it in GoDaddy. This one you can buy for just $3. That's actually a really cheap domain name, which is good. Oh, because it's .info, that's why. So boom, $3, you have that domain. If you want, you can have GoDaddy hosted. If you know how to host it on your own, you can do that as well. It doesn't really matter. I see someone asking like, so for the techie nerds who are really into like the IPs and all that kind of stuff, and if you don't understand this, it doesn't really matter, so don't worry about it. For me personally, I have my Golden Sequence site hosted on my own core, like my main servers, and then all of my feeder sites, I host them on just like cheap hosting. So like this one right here, I have a GVO account, and howtoinvestingoldx.com. I think I pay $10 a month, and I get unlimited hosting with GVO. So I just set up this site right here. I also use a hosting company called brainhost.com. I pay like $10 a month there. I get unlimited hosting. So I have a couple different servers that I put these feeder sites on, and they are different than my Golden Sequence site, but that's really not that as necessary as people would think about. Okay, like the hardcore SEO guys who are going after hyper competitive stuff, that's more important than for most of us. Okay, so for those who understand what that means, that's the way I do it. For those who don't even worry about it. It's not that important. Okay, so go and get the domain and set up your hosting. And if you've never set up hosting before, it can be confusing. I'm not going to lie. I would just go to GoDaddy right here, go to their 24/7 support, and call them on the phone and have them walk you through it. The biggest thing to know is GoDaddy's going to try to upsell you on a billion different things. Say no to everything except for the domain name and the hosting, okay, unless you have hosting somewhere else. But those are the only things to say yes to. Everything else they try to sell you, say no to. They're going to try to sell you privacy packages and emails and like all these things that you don't need. Just say no to all of them except for the domain name and the hosting. Only things you need, okay? And again, they've got great support, so they can walk you through to make sure that you buy. And if they try to upsell you, to say, my coach told me no. And that's all you got to do, okay? So boom, this is the site I said, how to invest in gold. Now, after I set it up, my hosting company gives me like my cPanel information and stuff like that. I don't know how to use any of that stuff. You guys should need to know how to use any of that stuff. As you remember last time, you just need to get somebody to install a WordPress blog on this site. Now, this is how I do it. There's a site called Fiverr.com. This is a site where people will do cool stuff for just $5, all sorts of stuff. Like for example, let me show you my desktop here. So this is a picture of me. Let's see if I can find myself. Oh, I'm not on here. Okay, this is a picture of my son drawn as a Muppet for $5. Here's a picture of my wife as a Muppet for $5. So these are like crazy things I got done for $5 on Fiverr. There's my son Dallin. So people on Fiverr do crazy things for $5, right? You can get anything from having this guy sing you Happy Father's Day for $5. Oh, we had one of my friends was working in Hollywood, and he convinced his friend that he met Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he was going to call him for his birthday. He paid the guy $5 here, and it was like an Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonator. Paid him $5 to call his buddy and tell him happy birthday on his birthday, and the guy thought it was really from Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's like there's a guy that will sing you happy birthday in his thong and woolly hat for $5 and send you the video of it. So yeah, weird stuff, okay? But one thing you can do is you can get a lot of useful stuff done as well. So I come here in the search bar, and I type in install WordPress, and boom, there's like 1,000 people here who for $5 will install WordPress for you. Okay, all they're going to ask you for is your cPanel information, which is exactly what your hosting company, GoDaddy, whoever you use, just gave you. So you go here, boom, see this guy will install WordPress and any plugins you want for $5. Okay, so for $5, you can get the site installed, and it'll look exactly the way mine looks right here. Okay, it'll install and it's ready for you. Okay, so that's how easy it is for any of those guys who aren't technical. Okay, okay, so now I come back and boom, I've got my site done. Now, what you need to understand is that the site needs content. Okay, the whole search engines work off of content. Our feeder sites work off of content. The nice thing is they don't need a lot of content. Okay, it's not something I need to be adding blog posts to forever. Now you can, and it'll help, but all I need to do for this feeder site is all I'm looking for this feeder site right here is 3 articles. Okay. Now, if you like writing articles, you can write these yourself. If you're like me, you probably don't want to write articles. I know that I don't. So what I use is there's a site called, see if I can find it right here. It's called iWriter.com. So iWriter.com, and the site's free to sign up for. And basically, you get article writers to write articles, starting at like $2 or $3 an article, up to $10 an article, depending how good a quality you want. Okay. So last night I actually paid 3 writers to write my 3 articles for this domain name, for howtoinvestingoldx.com. So I'm actually going to check this out. The articles are done. I haven't had a chance to look at them yet. So I come right here and I go to my 3 articles. Check this out. These are the 3 articles that have been written for me. Now I'm going to show you guys some stuff here so you can kind of see how it works. Actually, let me do this first. So I'm going to act. No, I already had someone write these articles, but I'm going to act like I didn't yet so you can see. So all I do is I click on the Get Content article, Get Content link, and I'm going to fill out this form right here. So my project type, I want to have articles written. My project description, you just type in articles for my gold site. Okay, you can type whatever it is. Okay, category, you pick the category. So this one will probably be investing or finance. Okay. If you're doing a weight loss site, you can do weight loss. If you're doing internet marketing, you can do business. Whatever it is, you pick your category, your article length. Now, the articles only need to be between 300 and 500 words. They don't need to be longer than that, but they should be at least 300 words. Okay, so I'm just going to do 500 just to be a little bit bigger. Article language, I want English. And right here's how I choose how much I want to spend. So if I pick a basic writer, it's going to be $3 an article. Now, I did that before. My problem with this is that often enough, I get like crappy articles back. And so I'm willing to spend a little bit more just to get good articles. So I usually pick the premium right here. Premium articles start at $5 an article. If I want elite, it jumps to $10 an article. Okay. So if this was like my golden sequence site, I want like an amazing article, I'm going to pay $10 and get someone really legit to do it. If this is one of my feeder sites, I'm probably going to pay either premium or maybe even basic. It doesn't really need to be that great because, again, this is a feeder site. We're using it to drive traffic back to our golden sequence site. Okay. So I did that. Now my price per article, the minimum is $5. I'm going to say I'm going to do $5. Put $5 in there, and ask for my keywords. Now again, here's the keywords I picked earlier. So I'm going to do how to invest in gold. I'm going to do a comma. Pick my next keyword, investing gold silver, and then I do my last keyword, which is invest gold coins. Okay, so I plug those in there. And now what it's going to do is they're going to write an article that uses these 3 keywords. Okay. Now, if you want them to write 3 separate articles, instead of doing a comma, you just do each of these on a new line. So if I do it that way, notice down here it says total project costs $15. It's because it's going to write 1 article on each topic. Okay, so that's if you just want 3 articles, that's how I would do it. If you want article has all 3 of these keywords, then you just go back here and do like that. Now it's going to be 1 article with 3 keywords. Okay, so commas on the same line equals 1 article. If I want a new article, I just make a space and I do my next keyword, and it'll make a whole new article. Does that make sense, you guys? If not, just when you play with it, you'll figure out. It's pretty simple. Okay, then I get to pick. Let's see. Oh crap! What did I just do? Great. I love that happens. Okay, I'll just hurry and go back through here again. Blah. 7 words. Boom. Keyword. Okay, then you pick if you want a friendly tone or professional tone or others. It depends on what site I am. If I'm like a professional site, I'll use professional tone. If it's more like one of my own personal sites, I just do a friendly tone. It doesn't really matter which one. And then article purpose. Purpose is to get people to join my golden sequence site. So when I wrote this up, in fact, you guys can see if you go back to the handout here, you can see I filled this whole thing in right here. Let me see if I can make this a little bigger for you guys so you can see. Yeah, so the one I did, I paid $7. There's the keywords that I picked for it. I picked a friendly tone, and then my article purpose was as a blog post on goldsilversecrets.com, and our call to action is to push them to goldsilversecrets.com/go. So they knew that the point of the article is to push them to my squeeze page. Okay, and then special instructions. I said basically like go look at my other site and just make sure it matches that tone, and that's about it. Okay, so there in the handout you can kind of see the way that I told them to do it. Okay, so we come back here to iWriter. So that's basically how it works. It's very simple. Like I said, for $10 or $10 you can get 3 okay articles written. For $15 you can get 3 really good articles written. $30 you can get 3 amazing articles written. Okay, but you need 3 articles for each of these sites. Okay. All right. So let me come back here. So I'm going to come back to the ones that I had written while I was sleeping last night. So the first one here. Let's see. This was actually the one. Yeah, I had the main keyword. So how to invest in gold. So you see I did 3 separate articles, and each article had 3 keywords. You see that? So for this article, the keywords were investment in gold, gold as an investment, gold bullion investment. This one is how to invest in gold, best ways to invest in gold gold coins, and how to invest in gold, gold investments, and gold investing. Okay, so those are the 3 articles that I had them write. So I'm going to check out this one right here. I'm going to review the article. Now, if the article sucks, I just click on reject, and I don't have to pay for it. If it's awesome, I just approve it. They bill my card $7, and we're good to go. So here's the actual article, if you guys can see it. It says, gold is the ultimate hedge of dollar investments. Gold, investing in gold coins, whether direct ownership of the precious metal, gold mining stocks, or mutual funds, deliver the most direct way to earn dollars. Investing in gold also brings stability when the economy is weak, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so this one, it actually sounds pretty good. Some of the articles I have are like painful to read, and I just reject them. This one looks pretty good, so it's going to work for what we're going to do. So I'm going to come out here. I'm just click on approve, and check this out. When I click on approve, that person just I'll say article turned out awesome. Thanks. Okay, so I approve them, and boom, they just made $7. Nope, I'm not going to tip the writer. Okay, and now I have my article. Okay, it checks out. I can download the article or download the article with spin tags. Now, this will make sense here in a little bit what spin tags are, but there's my article. Okay, so I'm going to go to my article. It's downloading it right here as an HTML file. So when I open this, boom, there's my article. Okay, now I'm going to be using this article here in a second, but I just want to show you that's how I got my article. Okay, like I said, I got 3 of them, but I'm only using 1 of them right now. All right, let me see where I'm at in the notes here. Okay, so I'm going to come through. I'm actually going to post this on my blog with you guys right now so you see how easy it is. So again, here it is, howtoinvestingoldx.com. Here is my blog. So I'm going to log into the members area of my blog. If you've never used WordPress before, it's pretty simple. This is the back-end dashboard. I'll just click on posts. I'm going to make a new post I'm going to post that article we just made. Okay, they have one called Hello World. I'm just going to delete that because that is the default one when you get the site. You can come here. I'm going to go add new, and I'm going to make a blog post with this new article. So come back here. Here's my article. So my title is How to Invest in Gold, Learn Gold Secrets. Come back here, and that's going to be the title of my blog post. Then come down here, and this is going to be the body of my blog post. So I'm going to grab this right here. Oops, where are we at? And I paste it, and boom, I'm a blogger. Do you see how difficult that is? Okay. Make sure this is all in there. Okay, so everything's in there. Now what's cool is that they wrote this article with my keywords in there. Okay, so invest in gold coins. Remember, those are my keywords. It's in there. You know, so this article is perfectly. It's got my keywords sprinkled in there. The headline up here has my keywords in here, things like that. One thing I'm going to change, if you guys see this here, it says permalinks. So permalinks, this shows what the page is going to look like. So it's going to look like how to invest in gold.com/?P=5. You don't want that. That's not a good permalink. So I'm going to click on Change Permalinks. And I'm going to come down here. I want one that says post name. Click on that. And they save the changes. Okay, and that's about it. And again, if that's confusing, just tell your guy in Fiverr you want to make sure that it's post name. The reason why what that means is, check this out. So if I look right now the permalink, see now the page is has the actual keyword in there. Okay, so now the page title has how to invest in gold, which is the keyword I want. Delete that. So now how to invest in gold. See how that keyword now is part of the page? That's important. Now I save it, I publish it, and check this out. If I go now to howtoinvestingold.com and I just refresh that page, check that out. My very first article is in there, How to Invest in Gold, Learn Gold Secrets, and everything is in here. Okay, that whole article. It's all keyword optimized, it's got all the keywords I want. Step number 1 is finished. So if I click on this link too, check this out. You'll see the page title, the page title is How to Invest in Gold, x.com/howtoinvestingold. So this is a page I'm going to be linking to. And that doesn't make any sense to you guys now, but I'll show you here in a few minutes. Okay? So there, I just made that very first post. Now one thing I want to tell you guys that's very important is, again, I have 3 articles here, but if I post all 3 articles right now, does that seem natural to Google, do you think? Okay, I don't know about any of you guys. Most of you guys probably aren't going to go and post 3 articles in one day on your blog. It's just not natural. Okay, so usually I'm going to spread this out. So I'm going to send out one today. Probably in 4 or 5 days from now, I'll post the next article, and then 4 or 5 days from now, I'll post the next one. Okay, so in the next probably 10 to 14 days, I'm going to post all 3 of those articles, but I'm going to spread them out because that's what's natural. Okay, Google's always looking for what's natural. Okay, so that's all I'm doing today is posting this one. And again, like I said, in 3 days from now, I'll go back here to iWriter. I'll grab the second article. I'll go and post it, and then a few days later, I'll do the third one. And now, boom, this lead gen site, this feeder site is pretty much ready. Okay, it's ready for me to start linking to. Is that easy enough to you guys? It hopefully was not that confusing. I had someone Fiverr install it for me. I had someone iWriter write the article. I just had to go in there and actually post the article. Now, if you get really stuck, I promise you could probably go to Fiverr and find somebody for $5 who will post the article for you. But it's not that difficult. It's something that's worth learning how to do because it's something you're going to be doing a lot of. Okay. All right. So we'll go back here to the notes. Where are we at? Make sure I cover everything else. Yes, so create a keyword-rich domain, very simple. And number 2 is buy the domain. Have someone install WordPress for me on Fiverr, then get 3 articles written on iWriter, and then add 1 article every 3 days and space them out to seem natural. Okay, so boom, you guys have now seen that. So my goal now is to get this page to rank for this keyword, the How to Invest in Gold. Okay, so there's one type of page. That's something that all of you guys can do. It's not very difficult. I think everyone here is capable of doing that pretty easily. Okay. The second thing is I can go back to my Golden Sequence site and I can make a blog post as well. Okay, so if you guys come back here to, let's see, where are we at? goldsilversecrets.com. Okay, the other thing I can do for another type of feeder site, so I've got obviously one now I just created. You guys just saw me create this one. This is on Gold Silver Secret, or how to invest goldx.com or whatever. You saw me create that one. Okay, another one I might create. This might be my Golden Sequence site. So I'm going to do / and boom, put in the link, and that becomes another feeder page. Okay, now I'm not going to do that right now, but all I would do is I'd make a new blog post. In the new blog post, I would go and I would title it with this keyword phrase in here, and I would post an article. Now, I would not post the exact same article I just posted over here. Okay, that's called duplicate content. You don't want the same article. But I might go on iWriter.com and get somebody else to write an article using the same keywords, just a different person writing it, that I can then post here on this site. Okay, does that make sense, you guys? So pretty simple there. That creates another page. Okay, so when I come back here, boom, this is my domain name. This is the new site I just set up. I just got two pages created. So I'm going to create a third one with you now. The third one I'm going to create, and this is a very simple one as well, is YouTube. Okay, now YouTube is actually owned by Google, which is nice. So they like to rank Google videos really, really high, and it's actually one of the easiest ways to get things ranked nowadays is in YouTube. Now, for some of you guys who may hate video or may not want to do video, the good news is once again you can use Fiverr to create the videos for you. So actually, last night I went and I found this guy right here. His name is Abhiram. He had express delivery, so in 24 hours he would actually create a video for you on anything you wanted. And so I went to Fiverr, I found this guy, I paid him $5, and it's really cool. Let me show you this. So down here you can see, after I paid him $5, it said Abhiram needs video intro. He needs some stuff from you. So he said, all I need is the text logo in sequential order. So slide number 1, what do you want to say? Slide number 2, so on and so forth. So I gave him, I said, slide number 1, I want this right here. Slide number 2, I want this. Slide 3 is this. Slide 4 is this. But guess what I gave him, you guys? All I'm going to do is I went to my Golden Sequence site. Slide number 1 was my logo. Slide number 2 was the headline of my squeeze page. Slide number 2, yeah, was my headline of my squeeze page. Slide number 3 was basically after somebody opts in here, takes them to the landing page. Aweber does not believe that's really my email address. So it takes me to, I took a screenshot of the sales page right here. And that was my third slide. And he made a video out of those 3 things, okay? I did this last night at midnight. I woke this morning and the video was already finished. Now, actually, I'll pull it up for you. The video turned out all right. If I wasn't doing this in a rush, I would have had him change some things. But for $5, it's not bad. Let me see. Okay, here it is right here. So I posted on YouTube already. Check this out. The keyword I was focusing on was invest in gold. And here it is. Here's the video. Check this out. It's like 9 seconds long. There's my logo, headline, screenshot, headline. That was it. Okay. Now the content of the video is not very important. That's what people always get stuck on. Like, what should I put in my video? You can put good things in your video, and that's a good thing, but it's really not that important. The only thing I'm really looking for is another page. Okay, I'm looking for another thing I can rank right here. Okay, I'm not looking for a video that's going to be amazing. I'm just looking for a page. So right now, this page is on YouTube. Okay, it's got my keywords in here, invest in gold. It's on this page in the H1 tags. It's got a video in here, which, again, YouTube is owned by Google. And then down here, check this out. There's a couple important things. This is my description. And in my description, I'm pushing people back to my squeeze page. You see that? So the free video is going to show them this cool thing. And then I got my tags down here. So let me show you back in the handout. Let's come to the handout right here. Okay, this is a video that we have for one of my, so I have a product called Vigon. It's this little thing that gets rid of cold sores. Check out, we had 70,000 views so far on this this one video on YouTube. This video right here makes us, it grosses us about $5,000 a month, nets us about $2,500 a month from this one video on YouTube. Okay, because again, YouTube, first off, we get traffic directly from YouTube. Second off, it's really easy to rank these videos for hyper-competitive keywords. Okay, so we post this video. The keywords I was focusing on in this video were cold sore treatments. So you check it out right there, cold sore treatments in the title. Okay, that's the first thing. Second thing, if you come here to notes, so use keyword phrase in the video title. Second thing is annotations. So you notice I have an annotation here that says go to Vigon.com now and get free shipping. Okay, I post that in the video. The reason why is if people come to this page and they grab this video and they post it on their blog, this annotation will show up as well. So that way people that see this video are going to see go to Vigon.com and get free shipping, and people that steal this video or post it or scrape it, whatever, I'll still get customers from those videos. So I have the little annotation in there. Then down here, you notice you can add the description. The description, I want to make sure the URL is in there where I want people to go, and then I just kind of talk. I just have a little brief description about what they can learn by going to that URL. Okay, so for Vigon, this is one of our actually one of our people who used it. For 27 years, he's been cursing cold sores. I've never found anything that works better for cold sores than this cold sore zapper thing. Vigon.com. I use it on a bunch of cold sores, and I promise it works. Man, I hate cold sores. You notice we said cold sores like 10 times in there, okay? We were trying to obviously rank for the keyword cold sores, okay? So that's the third point on a YouTube video is the description. And then the fourth thing is your tags, okay? See these tags down here? Now this is something I learned from Perry Belcher. It's called tag ripping. So check this out. If I go to YouTube right here. Now I figure out like, what's the keywords I want to rank for. Okay, so if I want to rank for how to invest in gold, I want this to rank high in YouTube. I just go and type in howtoinvestingold.com. I go to the person that's ranked #1 right now. I click on their video, and then I come down here and I look to see what their tags are. Let's see if I can find his tags. Is that funny when you're trying to do something? There it is. Okay. Okay, so these are the tags. So we know Google already ranked these guys #1 for the keyword I want to be ranked for by having these tags. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to use these exact same tags. I'm going to rip them and use them in my video. Okay, we call it tag ripping. Okay, so check out buy gold, gold bullion, how to invest, gold IRA, how to retire. So those are the keywords, the tags that he focused on. So I made my video. Guess what I did? I used the exact same tags because YouTube's already proven that those tags work. So boom, buy gold bullion, how to invest, gold IRA, how to retire. See, so all my tags are in there exactly because I knew that's what they were ranking for. I just kind of copied them and modeled them. Okay, so boom, now I've got a page on YouTube. You see how easy that was? Cost me $5. Took me like 30 seconds of my own effort. Again, the core things are the headline in your YouTube video. So make sure you have your keyword there. So invest in gold was the keyword I made. There's my video, which again the video is the least important part of the whole page. Then you have your description. So I put the URL in here, goldsilversecrets.com/go. Free video reveals a little-known, almost magic secret that practically forces people to sell you their gold for 15 to 75 cents on the dollar, and then quickly flip it for 98 cents in less than 2 weeks. Okay, so there's my description that pushes people I want it to go, and then I got my tags that I ripped from other videos, and boom, now this page is created, it's optimized perfectly. Okay, you see that? So that fast with a $5 investment for an article, $5 investment for a video. So I'm in $10 right now. 15 if I made another one for my blog post. I've created 3 pages. Okay, I created a feeder site that was a brand new site, a feeder site that was a link on my Golden Sequence site, and a YouTube video. Okay, so here's my YouTube video. So boom, I've got 3 pages right now that I can go out and rank. And again, now I know my keyword. I'm going to go rank these 3 pages and try to get them #1 in Google. Okay, do you see how that kind of works? That's the first step in this green light strategy. Okay, and it's not that difficult. And again, like I said, the nice thing about this is something you can easily outsource. You guys don't have to become masters of this. Okay, if you guys think that I spend most of my time buying domains and setting up WordPress blogs and writing articles, I don't. We've got some amazing people that do those things for us, and they come through and they do the exact same process you guys are learning right now. Okay, so there's some very important tools. So some tools you guys that we've shared with you guys so far that are important. First one is Jaxi. Okay, Jaxi is an amazing tool for you to find out what keywords you can rank for that are getting traffic. Okay, the worst thing you can do is go and rank for a keyword that nobody's looking for. Okay, I see this in the local markets all the time, and it makes me sad. Like, because my dad's an insurance agent, right? So he gets phone calls all the time from people who are like, "Hey, we'll rank you #1 in Google," and so for $20, something crazy like that. So he's like, "All right." So he pays them $20, and they go and they rank him for insurance agent living in Murray, Utah. Okay, how many people do you think a month search for insurance agent living in Murray, Utah? Okay, there's none. Nobody's ever searched for that in the history of the world. Yet my dad's #1 for it if you go there, and he paid money for that. Okay, that's like the big scam of the SEO world. This is nice because Jaxi will actually let you know which keywords are people already searching for. Okay, and then you only spend effort on those ones. Okay, like I said, this one right here that we guys saw, how to invest in gold, 29,000 searches a month. I can get 5,000 clicks a month if I'm on page 1. Okay, now if I'm on page 1, but I'm #1, 2, and 3, what does that mean? Do you guys think? Okay, it could be 15, 20,000 clicks a month I'm getting for that one keyword. Okay, now 15,000 clicks a month. For those of you guys who have bought solo ads or you pay money for traffic other places through Facebook, a lot of times it's $1 a click. That's $15,000 a month in free traffic you're getting by being ranked up here. Okay, and what did it take so far? Okay, it took a $5 investment for each one of these pages if I didn't want to write it myself. Or I could write it myself and it doesn't cost me anything. Okay, So that's the first step in this. Now, there's another step that's going to go to get these pages ranked. But that's the key concept I want you guys getting is that we're really empowering you guys to start doing this, okay? So the first tool, again, is Jaaxy. Jaaxy.com lets you find out which keywords to actually focus on.